Thank you. Yes.
Good morning, East Bay. Oh my goodness! Wow! Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. You can greet your family. Come on, y'all. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your. I can't hear you. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, how good it is to be in a place where we can see the light in everyone we meet. Where we recognize and know that there is only one power, one holy divine presence. It lives, it moves, it has its being in, as and through each and every one of us. Each and every one is an emanation of the divine. And the more we know and recognize it, the more we can see and know this truth. And so, this service is already blessed. For it is the one life that is expressing in, as, and through the music ministry, the AV team, the ministers, the practitioners, the children, the youth and family, the ushers and greeters, and the message that moves through, in, and as our senior minister, Reverend Dereca Oliver, Reverend Dereca Blackmon. Yes. And our Minister Emerita, Reverend Dr. Eloise Oliver. So you see, all of it is divine. All of it is blessed. So I give thanks for the opportunity to gather in body, in spirit, in the one mind, in this sanctuary with our love streamers, knowing that what happens here, this love thing that's happening here, is happening everywhere, instantaneously and simultaneously. As we recognize that God is the only power. Ooh. And we let it be so. So for this and so much more, with deep gratitude for the grace that we live and exist in and as, I let it be. As we join each other and declare Ashe, Amen, Aho, and so it is. Yes, yes, yes. Whew. Did I say Dereca Oliver? Did you hear that? Woo! The oneness is here. Welcome, welcome, family. Welcome to East Bay. My name is Carol Johnson Williams. It is my joy and honor and absolute pleasure to be here this morning. And wherever you are, family, we love you and we appreciate you. And so we are going to have a moment together to say our congregational reading, God is the only power. So if you are able to physically stand and comfortable in physically standing or standing in consciousness, let's say this together. God is the only power in my life. Nothing from without can touch the perfect life of God within me. No past experience has power over me. I am a perfect child of God, and nothing that anyone has ever done or said can interfere with my divine inheritance. The power of God is greater than any circumstance in my life. The strength of God is mine to use. Turning away from all feelings of inadequacy, I discover that all that I need is within me right now. As I forgive the past, I find that I have nothing to atone for and nothing to run away from. Casting off the old me, I discover my true self. I take dominion in my life. Old habits have no power over me. Conditions have no power over me. Personalities have no power over me. I take dominion. I am whole. I am free. I am complete. Now and forevermore. And so it is. Yes. Okay. And now we're going to say that in Spanish. I think I do. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's try this. Or do we have a native Spanish speaker who would like to? Oh. Yes. All right. Beautiful. Perfect. Con gusto.
Oh, I got to translate it?
No, you just, no, all you have to do is read.
Oh, it's underneath.
Yep, it's underneath.
Introduce yourself so everybody knows.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm AG. Here we go. Nada de afuera puede tocar la vida perfecta de Dios adentro de mí.
Nada
De afuera puede tocar la vida perfecta de Dios adentro de mí.
give us a little short.
Yeah. Ninguna experiencia
Ninguna experiencia
pasada tiene poder
pasada tiene poder
sobre mí.
sobre mí.
Soy un niño perfecto de Dios
Soy un niño perfecto de Dios
y nada que cualquiera haya hecho
y nada que cualquiera
haya hecho o dicho
o dicho
puede intervenir
puede intervenir
con mi herencia divina.
con mi herencia divina.
El poder de Dios
El poder de Dios
es más fuerte
es más fuerte
que cualquier circunstancia
que cualquier circunstancia
en mi vida.
en mi vida.
La fuerza de Dios
La fuerza de Dios
es mía para utilizar,
es mía para utilizar,
olvidando
olvidando
los sentimientos los sentimientos
los sentimientos
de insuficiencia.
de insuficiencia.
Yo descubro que todo
Y yo descubro que todo
lo que necesito está
lo que necesito está
dentro de mí en este momento.
dentro de mí en este momento.
Cuando perdono el pasado,
Cuando perdono el pasado,
encuentro que no tengo nada
encuentro que no tengo nada
para explicar o escapar.
para explicar o escapar.
Olvidando mi antigua persona,
Olvidando mi antigua persona,
yo descubro
yo descubro
mi verdadera persona.
mi verdadera persona.
Yo tomo dominio
Yo tomo dominio
en mi vida.
en mi vida.
Los hábitos antiguos
Los hábitos antiguos
no tienen poder
no tienen poder
sobre mí.
sobre mí.
Las condiciones
Las condiciones
no tienen poder
no tienen poder
sobre mí.
sobre mí.
Las personalidades
Las personalidades
no tienen poder
no tienen poder
sobre mí.
sobre mí.
Yo tomo dominio.
Yo tomo dominio.
Yo soy entero.
Yo soy entero.
Yo soy libre.
Yo soy libre.
Soy completo.
Soy completo.
Ahora y para siempre
Ahora y para siempre.
es así.
Es así.
Sí, sí.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gee. Gracias. Okay. So, we have quite a few things happening at East Bay, and we want to just provide an overview. Know that you can see the full length of all of what's happening at East Bay in the newsletter. For those of you who have signed up and received the newsletter, and you can also go to www.ebcrs.org. So, we want to thank everyone who contributed to the backpack giveaway, and the backpacks will be distributed after service today in the fellowship hall. Thank you to Reverend Ona. For organizing this. And today at 1:30, I know some places it may say 1 o'clock, but at 1:30, we will be in the Zoom room together for a community conversation And this community conversation is exciting because we're going to have some financial updates. We're going to talk about the 50th anniversary and all of the things that are happening there, and a possible name change. So come and join us on Zoom at 1:30 to hear these exciting announcements and to share in the community conversation. 1:30. Walk for Love is on its way, August 31st. Woo-hoo! And we've got a video for you.
Hey, East Bay. Hey! I'm Lola. I'm Z, co-chairs of the Health and Wellness Ministry, and it is time for our 4th annual Walk for Radical Love and Health, and we are excited. Registration is open.
Yes, we need you to pre-register first. You cannot register at the site. And guess what? We're selling raffles again too this year.
Yes, we still have that big raffle prize, $250.
Hey!
And we're asking you to register now, show up for the walk.
And show out.
And show out.
Show the community radical loving and peace.
Yes.
From East Bay Church of Religious Science.
As we honor
Oakland, California.
the 50th anniversary.
Yes.
Thank you, East Bay. We love you.
We love you.
Yes. Get our pledges and raffle tickets, and let's walk for love. Yes. Z will be in the parking lot today to get your raffle tickets. All right. Somebody said I got 500. All right. So, Zach is going to come forward and give us a bit of what's happening next Saturday with our health fair.
Good morning, East Bay. You may not know, but the Health and Wellness Ministry absolutely loves you. And we're plotting all the time to make you feel more supported in your health. So this Saturday, we're going to have all sorts of activities, including soul line dancing, mindful movement. We're going to have health practitioners. Myself, I'm a chiropractor. I'll be out there giving treatments. There will be acupuncturists doing acupressure and Reiki. There will be a whole bunch of vendors here showing how they can support you in your health. And the way you can support us is just showing up, being there and taking care of your health and being in fellowship together. We'll also be selling raffle tickets. That's another way you can support. And of course, register for the walk. You know, we want to bring that love that we gain inside ourselves out to our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Zach. Can't wait to get into more alignment. Yes. Woo-hoo. Oh, yes, and there's a vegan cook-off. Oh, so much is happening. All right, we'll see you there.
What's up, church family?
We also
My name is JJ, and I'm the leader of our audiovisual ministry team. I'm here to give y'all an exciting announcement today. Our AV team is a small but very mighty and dedicated group of individuals, and we're looking to expand our reach and expand our team and our capacity in what we're able to do. To do that, we need your help. So if you've been wondering how to get involved with the AV team, we're going to be hosting our first ever AV orientation in a couple weeks on September 7th. Here we're going to break down the basics on how do we run our audio, how do we set up our sound, how do we run the cameras, and how do we produce our live stream that gets seen by thousands of people around the world. Any audio, visual, or technical experience is encouraged but not required, because we'll be able to teach you everything you need to know. So I will say, these are also paid positions, so once you get trained up, you'll get paid for these roles. So if this interests you and you want to get involved with the AV team, once again, we're having our intro orientation on September 7th at noon here at the Sanctuary. All you have to do is either email me at jj@techboogie.com with your name and info, or come up to us at the back of the service and leave us your contact info so we can give you more information. All right, thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing y'all at our AV orientation, and thanks for your time. Peace and love.
Thank you. So, again, these things are in the newsletter and online, and so we look forward to seeing you. We also have this Wednesday, our very own Reverend Eloise Oliver will be speaking at the Wednesday night Power Hour. So join us there Wednesday evening. And Pathways to Fatherhood Retreat is happening August 23rd to 25th. So KP is going to just share a little bit. We just have, 3 slots left? If that many? Okay.
Depends. What's up, East Bay? How y'all doing? So since we speak in Spanish, I'm coming straight from the Dominican Republic. And this is how they say, what's up in Dominican? Que lo que? Y'all supposed to say wah, wah, wah. So, okay, so I say que lo que, you say wah, wah, wah. Que lo que? What's up? So, I was thinking about what this was really about, what we're doing here. And what we're doing is we're supporting Reverend Dereca Blackmon's vision to close the gap between the pulpit and the congregation. And also to close the gap between row 1 and row 5, row 6 and row 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's come together and get to know each other a little bit better. This is a retreat. I pulled this thing up to find out what is a retreat per the dictionary. It's a quiet or secluded place in which you can rest and relax. This is the one I really like, though. A period of group withdrawal for meditation, study, or instruction under direction. Okay? So we're going to have a chance to get real close as men. We're going to wake up together. We're going to break bread together. You ain't going to be no hiding places. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people come to church, and I get it. But sometimes we need to connect and really see who's here with us and get that support and that love that they're offering. Okay, so next Friday we're going to jump into the cars and the vans, and we'll all commute out there together because it's a 2.5 hour ride. But it's a beautiful home. It sits on the water. The dude that owns the place, the man that owns the place, he got these boats. So I'm down there. We can get on these boats. We can jump in the water, go swimming. We're going to be barbecuing, be shiny shades. We're going to be up there throwing down the food. It's going down, y'all. We're going to have a good time. We're going to play some whist. I'm going to take some people to Boston, if y'all know about that. The domino game. I'll be slamming the dominoes, all that. You know what I'm saying? So we got maybe 3 or 4 spots left. So we got a couple cats couple men that agreed to sleep outside. They're going to bring their tents and sleep outside. So we got some empty spots up in the house. I'm the only one going to have my own room, though. You got to share a room. So, all right, I'm gone. All right, hey, I got the flag saying it's time to go. I see you. We'll be there at the table signing folks up. All right.
All right. We'll be retreating next weekend. All right. Now, we also have food distribution happening today. So on your way to the fellowship hall, you can get your bag for yourself, for your household, for your neighbor, for your friends. We have food distribution by Faces in the kitchen today. All righty.
Greetings, it's Kelly Nayo Jahi. I'm a longtime member of East Bay Church. I joined when my 26-year-old son was just 6 weeks old, and I raised my 3 adult-age children with these principles. I've taken the classes, I've served on the board more than once, and like many of you, East Bay Church has had a profound impact on my life. When my longtime friend, Reverend Dereca, asked me how I wanted to support the community, I raised my hand to say I'd like to be engaged with our digital media experience. For those of you who don't know, since 2009, I've been running a company called NIO Partners, and we specialize in business management for creatives and visionaries. My business started right here in the walls of East Bay. Many of you may remember my first client was a fellow East Bay member, Ahmed Hassan. He was the original host of DIY's Yard Crashers. So, although I relocated to Fresno earlier this year, I still consider East Bay my spiritual home, and I love tuning in on Sundays. Now, I know how to reach folks with a little bit of gray hair, but what we really need are Gen Z and millennials who would be willing to help us share the good news about our spiritual community on some of the newer and emerging social media platforms. So if that sounds like you, please join our team. The beauty of digital storytelling is that it can happen anywhere. So no matter where you are in the world, you can support these efforts. So we look forward to working with you.
All right. Good morning, East Bay. I'm Reverend Dereca. I use she or they pronouns, and I'm the senior minister here at the East Bay Church. And it just is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. We are starting, another one of our announcements is East Bay is starting a social media squad. So I don't know if you have our visual. The social media squad is what you just heard Kelly Nile talking about. So Kelly Nile and Felicia Jeffley have agreed to join JJ and I in actually creating a group of people. Some of you are already in the social media squad. Where's Divine Glory? She's taking a picture right now because she get ready to post it because she's social media squad, right? And so some of you, Michelle Fitzhugh, you're always out there, and you look up and see Divine Glory got a picture of you that you didn't know she was taking. She said, I just gave up. I just know she's taking it. But what it is we have all these amazing love streamers. Love streamers, drop into the chat and just say hi, because we're beginning to really manifest our vision of being a global church. Right? Mother Guy is here. She took the classes. Where were you, Mother Guy, when you took the class? She was in Brazil, taking the class on a whole other time zone, right? And so we're grateful to be a global community, and folks who are not able to be here in person still want to be together. So our community manager role, which we're inviting some of you in, is if you're at home, you can still create community online while service is happening. Say hi to people and drop links. People want to remember, now, where's that announcement? Who do I talk to? We just need a team of people, just like you would do here, how you're going to see Z in the parking lot. Somebody needs to be in the social media parking lot to answer questions and be a social media greeter, so that folks who are love streaming feel our presence online just like you would here. So we need community managers. And then there's others of you who are in spaces that I am not. TikTok. There's some new things. I still don't know what they all are. I'm barely on Instagram, IG, right? I've got Facebook. You good right there. And those of us who have Facebook, we do a lot of posting about East Bay, but we are welcoming folks from other generations or just other capacities. If you are out there in social media and you can help be a part of our vision for expanding and growing this ministry and this message. We also have people who make videos about the service. JJ will teach you the little digital editing, so they take the little clips from service of Reverend E dancing at the installation, or Sister Linda up here, or Queen Michelle singing, make the little clips and make them go viral. Reverend E dancing had 8,000 views. And every once in a while, I might say a little something that's worth repeating. Those kinds of things. So you can help us figure out, what do you want to share about your church with other people, right? So one of the messages that JJ and the team gave me right off the bat, because I was all about, message, and they were like, we also have to have fun. And so the first idea we have for our in-service social media minute is a selfie. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a rare thing at church. We're going to have you take out your phone. Now, don't turn your phone off of silent. You're just going to take it out and find your camera. Just your camera. Take out your phone, really, for real. Take out your phone and find your camera. If you don't want to be in a picture, show your Wakanda like this, and we'll make sure you get edited out or not in the picture at all. But take out your phone and take a selfie of yourself at church right now. This is your time. Take a selfie of yourself at church. All right? And now gonna take one of all of us. Throw your hands up, East Bay, throw your hands up. And when you post this, you're gonna put hashtag East Bay Selfie. Hashtag East Bay Selfie. Post it wherever you post. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and love streamers, you can do it right now. Your picture that you just did, go ahead and drop it in the YouTube or the Facebook chat right now. And now we get to see who was with us online. Wasn't that fun? Thank you to the social media squad for helping us rethink. You know, I tell people all the time, I'm not trying to do church, I'm trying to reinvent it. Let's reinvent what it is to be in community together. That's what we're about. That's what the last 50 years of East Bay has been. We did things that nobody had ever done, right? That's who we are. Like reading God is the Only Power in Spanish. I was with Gabriel Ramos yesterday at the Ultimate Family Reunion. Who went to the family reunion yesterday? Oh my goodness. That was Oakland Center for Spiritual Living, formerly First Church, East Bay Church of Religious Science, and Heart and Soul Center of Light, all together in one place, getting our line dance on, you understand? Eating and laughing and just being together. Reverend Andriette, Reverend Sunshine, Michelle, and I were so blessed to have this moment that I know East Bay folks have been asking for about 100 years. So I know from the moment that y'all heard I was going to be in the public, we were like, we have these beautiful black women in ministry and leadership in the Bay. Y'all need to come together. Y'all need to come together. Y'all need to come together. Look at what you built. 1 year, all 3 churches, 1 event, and more to come. We're talking about a voter education forum together, a film showing together. That's your consciousness that said, this is who we are, one church, many locations. You made it happen, and yesterday was so, so, so beautiful. Thank you to Maud and all the men who came and set up the tables and took them down. If you did anything to volunteer at the family reunion, please raise your hand. Work the booth. I know who did. Okay, there's Granlin who did. All right. Carol, so thank you all for that. All right, we got plenty to talk about, but I think it's good when we sing. So I think this is a good time to turn the service right over to Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan, fresh back from Ghana and from Kansas City. With her, we have Anissa and Diana Marie. We have James Jeffley on bass, Martin Trousseau on drums, and Thomas Hughes on piano. Queen Michelle.
Sometimes your life feels like a broken roller coaster, 1,000 useless moving parts. Sometimes you spend your nights too scared of getting closer, hiding out in the backseat of your car. You tell yourself it's raining, the clouds are in your head. You tell yourself it's better to jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up, do you see the sunlight? Look up, there's flowers in your hair. Hold on, 'cause somebody loves you. You know, trouble's on Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. Mondays aren't always bright. Some days you lose the fight, but life can be beautiful if you let it be. Tomorrow keeps taunting you with all kinds of misery. It's a blank page of your poetry if you let it be. You tell yourself it's raining. The clouds are in your head. You tell yourself it's better to jump before you fall again, before you lose it all again. Look up. Do you see the sunlight? Oh, look up. There's flowers in your hair. Hold on, 'cause somebody loves you. You know, trouble's always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. Hey, look up. Hey, look up. Look up. Oh, yeah. Look up. 'Cause somebody loves you. Look up. There's flowers in your hair. Hold on. 'Cause somebody loves you. You know, show is always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. Yes, look up. Hey, hold on. Oh, trouble's always gonna be there. Don't let it bring you to your knees. Look up. That's a song by Joy Olakadoon. Joy Olakadoon. And so as we just take a moment to settle in, I'm excited to bring to you a song from Ricky Byers entitled Labor in Vain.
Yes, yes.
He built a house on sinking sand. There was no way that house could ever stand. And when the rain came down, he tried to hold things together. Finally cried, I labored in vain, except the Lord build a house. He that labors, labors in vain. She knows the pain, the emptiness of getting those things that she thought were best, to find that she had nothing but grains of sand that slipped through her fingers like sad time in an hourglass. She labored in vain, except the Lord build a house. She that labors, she that labors, labors in vain. God's work is mighty and marvelous. God increases our lives every day. My soul magnifies the Lord, yes. My love redefines my existence, yes. God's peace resurrects my life, yes. God's joy is lifting me, lifting me, it's lifting me, lifting me up. God's will is just beyond our plans. And when we know in God we will stand, and we'll say, let it rain or shine, I will be safe in the Spirit, in a house that God built for me. Don't labor in vain, except the Lord build a house, and don't labor in vain, except the Lord build a house, and don't labor. She that labors, labor in vain, labor in vain. Oh, don't labor, don't labor.
Yes, yes, yes. Please give it up for James Jeffley on bass, Martin Trousseau on drums, Thomas Hughes on piano, Anissa Alston and Diana Marie Lee on background vocals, and our own Reverend Queen Michelle Jordan. Reverend Queen Michelle is our music minister, but she is also our great visionary and ambassador. And I need to tell you all the calls and text messages I got from folks at Kansas City talking about how we turned it out. They were like, ooh, that Queen Michelle, let me tell you about the music. And we're so glad. What did Al Green say? I'm so glad you're mine. All right, East Bay, there's so many good things happening. A couple of announcements I didn't get a chance to make earlier. The Reverend E Scholarship is still open. Applications are due by September 1st. So if you are in school, graduating from school, we want to make sure you can see Jaleesa if you have a question about that. But the applications are still open. We have youth church today. So please send some good love and good energy to our children and our teachers who are in the back there. We just always want to honor them. And Reverend Ona, if you get a chance, will you let them know to bring the young people at the end of service so that we can hear from them? Yeah, so I want to make sure they know that. And the backpack giveaway you heard about. And I really, really want to underscore our health and wellness fair this Saturday. Really want to make sure we do the two things that health and wellness is doing: receiving and giving. You understand? Some of us like to give, and then we forget to take care of ourselves. Some of us like to kind of languish in our queendom and forget that the way to heal all that emptiness inside is to give to other people. That's the way. When you want to get out of your own problems, show up and walk for love. And see what happens when you put that out in the world. So this Saturday, we want you to come and receive. Get your acupuncture, get your massage. There's a kids zone. We got a bouncy house, so you can come, bring them, let them go get their face painted. You go get your acupressure. You understand how we're working this out? Reiki. We have some amazing practitioners here and in the Reverend E building over here. Dr. Dan and all those folks. We have all kind of yoga. Everybody's coming. All of it, blood pressure, all of it's happening. So come and take care of yourself this Saturday. And then the following Saturday, let's take care of the world. People walk. We walk around and people say, what are you walking for? What you protesting? We got our signs. We say, we're walking for love. Because that's how we show up in the world. So come and do both. We want to see you. I know it's been a lot of Saturdays. You was here with us yesterday. Now we want you next Saturday. I mean, you know how it is. Some of y'all grew up in church going every day. You know. You ain't got to come on Wednesday night, so we want you on Saturday. Just come on. It's for you. It's all right. Okay. And of course, it's also the men's retreat. So some folks need to retreat, and you go do that too. It's not a bad thing. People are like, Reverend Dereca gets a lot of announcements. It's not a bad thing to be a community that has so much going on. What do they say? It's so good, I just can't tell it all. So that's what we have the website for. So I don't have to tell it all. I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, and I often, you know how we have the old school, we open up the Bible and see what page it fall open to and know that's the message God has for us. So sometimes I go to my Ernest Holmes collection and I say, okay, Ernest, what are we talking about today? And what popped up today was a poem, which actually led me into two other topics I had for today. And I was like, okay, Spirit will work it out if you're willing to let it get worked out. Do you understand? If you're just willing to have it come to you and have it be easy instead of the hard, I don't know. You know, when you get to that point, what your brain is telling you is stop. Do something different than try to figure it out. Somebody told me in the 12-step program, figuring it out is not a step. That's not one of them, right? And we can apply that to our greater life. So when you feel that moment of figuring out what you're looking for actually is some inspiration, right? If you have a writer's block or you got a relationship block or you got a block in your physical body, you're looking for some inspiration. So be still and let that indwelling spirit give you the inspiration. So that's all I'm saying. I sat still and was like, okay, and I'm going to open the book. And here is a poem by Ernest Holmes. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It is from the Essential Ernest, page 107, in a chapter entitled Conviction, Warmth, Color, and Imagination. I think sometimes we get into, this is metaphysics, right? We go beyond a text and what the word says, and we look for the meaning, the symbolism, but even the art. It's not just religious science. It's not just the science of the mind. It's the science of the mind and spirit is the original name. Science of the mind and spirit. And so when we get into our spiritual urgings, sometimes they come out as poetry. And Ernest Holmes was one of those people, and we don't do that a lot in here. We don't talk about the art that comes out. Oh, and look, Kimberly Satterfield is the practitioner for today, so come on. Oh, and Robert Quintana Hopkins is back. We got the poetry squad sitting in the back. Come on, God. All right, here we go. It starts, the presence, whose heart is fixed upon the good, because it is the good, shall fill his soul with good. And he who revels in the beautiful, because he sees in it the beautiful, shall grow a soul as beautiful as well. Do you understand? What you're looking at is what you're looking with. What you see is what you get. Do you understand? We can say it in a whole lot of ways, whether it's Ernest Holmes or the Dramatics, it's the same thing. And here further on, he says, love, like a goddess, moves in mystic splendor, and with a queenly voice bids all attend her. Obedient to love's compelling inspiration, man dreams, designs, and builds some new creation. In other words, unless the Lord build the house, he that labors in vain. The queen is love, the goddess that moves in the splendor. And here it says, man dreams, designs, and builds some new creation. From that, what are we talking about? Inspiration, right? So there's an inspiration. Now, I have to tell you, I thought this was going to be a sidetrack, but it turned out this is how God is. I just want to tell you how great the design of things is. I read this, and me being the inclusive person that I am, I thought about the binary of the thing, right? Man does this and woman does that, and that's how we always talk about things. And historically, that's how people wrote and talked, and that's all we know. But check this out. From the 26 edition of the Science of Mind, 4 pages down on 116, I found this. This is Ernest Holmes. Life is androgynous. Come on, 1926, Ernest Holmes. Life is androgynous. It contains within itself both the masculine and the feminine factors. The male and the female of creation come from one principle. All come from the one, and all will return to the one. All are now in the one and will forever remain in the one. As we say, whoop, there it is. Now, I'm not trying to say Ernest Holmes was a non-binary visionary. We ain't going that far. I'm just trying to say that truth, wherever it is taught, is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. So take what you need from here and use it to deepen your understanding in those places where you feel resistance, where you feel like something is so new you can't understand it. We can go in here and say what we're talking about is oneness. So when we started talking about gender as a spectrum, people got all upset. Well, you can't be over here, and you got to know, and it's got to pick one or the other. And we call that, in this philosophy, duality. You got to have one or the other. That's duality. There's good and bad, right? There's love and hate. We don't believe in that. We believe that love is the only power. It doesn't mean we don't have gender. It means we understand that everything along that spectrum is what? One. So we don't hold anything or anybody outside of our consciousness of what God is. So it doesn't matter what your sex matches your gender presentation. That doesn't matter to us. We're not concerned. It's hearts, not parts. It's who you love and that you love. That's important. Not whether what I decide your title should be is man, woman, or non-binary. Whatever it is, let's let people decide. Because they know best about their own lives, hearts, bodies, and the way they look. Amen? Amen? All right. So let's keep going, because it was all leading here to the bottom of 117. For the energy that takes the form of real love and is the highest and most powerful vibration on the physical plane. No soul is really complete until he feels complete within himself. And how we read that every week is turning away from all feelings of inadequacy. I discover that all that I need is within me right now. Olvidando los sentimientos de insuficiencia, yo descubro que todo lo que necesito es dentro de mí en este momento. See? You understand? I was with Gabriel Ramos yesterday at the picnic, and we were at the barbecue. We were talking about our Spanish ministry. And we've been trying to get together and meet, and we haven't had a chance to meet. And I said to him, how can I help? Because what's important to me is that it not just be a checkbox. It's not just something that's on the website, that it's a part of who we are. And what I love about Reverend E and what she was doing when she had us read this in Spanish is she wasn't saying, folks who are Latinx need to change. She's saying we need to change. We need to say it in Spanish. We need to learn how to communicate this oneness from here. That's why we do the Muslim call to prayer. That's why we read it in Spanish. That's why we're going on. That's why, because we want to send the message outward that all are not just welcome here, all are a part of this community already. We are making ourselves ready. We are building the house that welcomes everyone. That when you walk in the door, you hear something, you see something, you feel something, the way somebody looks at you, the way they embrace your queer identity, your Muslim faith, the way they don't treat you different because of your clothes don't come from where their clothes come from. Y'all know we grew up in that church. What she got? Did you see what she was wearing? We don't want to be that. Come on, come however you are. If you at home, love stream, and you like, I didn't feel like ironing today. Listen, your minister don't own iron. Come on, just how you are. Just how you are. Isn't that who we want to be? Reverend E and I used to talk. I remember a young lady came in here and she had on not a lot of clothes. But she came, and what did Reverend E say? Give her my shawl. A man came in one time smelling like, who did it and what for? She said, this is exactly where we want him to be. We're building a house. It's not our house with our ideas that human race consciousness gave us. It's God's house. It's Spirit's house. It's a divine idea that this place is the most inclusive place to worship on the planet. That right in here, you can bring your God, whatever name it is, and worship it along somebody who got a different name. I had some folks in here touring the space, and I said, yeah, we got atheists. And he was like me. But I could see his eyes light up. Like, y'all got atheists? How'd that work? And it's because we don't assign to you what you should believe. This is a community of people that feel the Spirit, feel the presence, feel something stirring in them. And we're not getting ready to tell you what it's supposed to look like for you. We want you to come here and feel something. Feel love, feel inspiration, feel singing, feel some ideas of oneness. Can we get with oneness? You don't have to call it God. You can call it oneness. I'm always going to tell you, I don't care what you call it. I care that you have a personal relationship with it. Go be with the trees and the water and the sand and the mountains. Whatever it is for you, have more of it. That's all we're trying to do, is spend more time in it, in the thing that inspires us to be more love in action, right? So when we look at the things that have been made manifest, Kelly talked about her business. Master John Ellis is here, who created his business that's celebrating how many years this year? 21 years, created that in this philosophy. We're talking about our 50th anniversary now, and we're recognizing we were getting 50 testimonials, and let me tell you some of the ones I've heard so far. Reverend E saved my life. How many people have heard somebody say that? Reverend E saved my life. Look here, right? I got out of poverty. I healed cancer. It helped heal my marriage, heal my relationship. I had somebody tell me yesterday, I was gone. I was gone when I got here. I was at my last breath, at my wit's end, on my last dollar. All of those things are happening here, which is why I said we shouldn't be Oakland's best kept secret. We're building a house of healing. That's our mandate. And the only way we can do it is to let that divine energy flow. Let it guide us. So we're going to give you a whole bunch of opportunities to volunteer, but let Spirit tell you where to go. Let Spirit tell you what to give, but just know that Gabriel Ramos is right here. I've been talking about you all service. Look at that. Look, you better look at God. I done looked over and looked. I said, wait a minute. Praise God. Now, see, this is what happens. I didn't know he was here. I didn't do all that Spanish, all of that for him. I did it because I meant what I said. We don't want it to be something on the side. And so you inspired me to make sure I did it, to make sure I incorporated it. That's what we are doing. I'm not doing it. We are doing it. Do you understand? Zach had some ideas, and the health and wellness ministry was coming together, and I was like, let Zach and Malele step up in here and give some of their ideas and their energy. That's what health and wellness is doing. Do you understand? Everything we are, right? Noah Dye and I went out and we've been talking to some people who are talking about doing some development opportunities at the church. Could we have affordable housing? Could we have leasing of our space so that we can get out of this mortgage? Yes? And so you'll hear about that at the community meeting. So what I wanted really most of all is to say what Reverend E always tells us. All that we need. We can just turn away from those feelings of inadequacy. Because I'm going to tell you what is true, you're not adequate. You're not adequate to the task of winning this argument that you're having with your child, your mama, or your partner. You're not adequate. You're not adequate to that task. It's not you and your adequacy that is going to get you to the profession or the income that you think you need. It's not how you're going to get the house. It's not how you're going to do ministry, Reverend Dereca. You're not going to figure it out. What you're going to do is turn away from the feelings of inadequacy that you've been having and discover that total that you need is within me right now. It's within me. It's not just here in my figuring. It's not here in my grabbing and my wanting and my needing. It's not here in my bossiness. I need you to KP. I want you to Reverend. It's not that. It's not in your strength. It's not in your smarts. It's not because you're cute. You are cute. But that's not why. All that you need is not on your diploma. It's not on your paycheck. It's not on your address. It's not in your car. It's not in your partner. It's not in your family history. Your doctor didn't tell you about all that you need. There's only one source, and that source is guiding all of those other people. So why go to them when the source is in you? Within you. When is it within you? Right now. Reverend, he says, see. So let's do that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's say yes to the part of us that knows exactly what is ours to do. And so just take a little bit more time with whatever it is that inspires you. Take a little bit more time with your grandchildren, with your reading. Take a little bit more time listening to a song and dancing in your house in your underwear. It's a freedom, you understand? That's what we want to lead into. So I'm going to finish with the last part of Ernest Holmes' poem. Be not deceived by those who seek to prove that virtue lies alone in flight from love, retreat from life to cave or hermitage, does not convert a man to saint or sage. The solitude in which thy God is shown is in the mind and the spirit alone. And so it is. I'm going to let our poet in residence, Kimberly Satterfield, do our prayer today.
So let's take everything that has happened so far in, and know truly that you do have everything that you need right here and right now and always. That's really all that you need to know. And people can tell you that, but that is the poet's journey, is to feel that. To feel that in words, to feel that in texture, to feel that in rhythm, to feel that in the pause. And so what I know right here and right now is that every prayer in this box is already answered in the exact and right perfect way. I know that this is true because I know that God is for us in every moment of every day. God, whatever you call that source, that love, that presence, that power, it is here right now, it is here always, and it is in you always, without exception. Everyone. And so I know that we are building together this beautiful temple of healing within ourselves, within our community, within our world. And it's up to us. It's up to us to know the truth. It is our duty. It's what we are all called to do in our own particular way. And the more that we get in touch with that, then the more that we know that we have everything that we need. Everything that we need for ourselves and everything that we need for each other, because we are never separate from each other. We are one. We are one. We are one. And so it is.
So it is.
Reverend Dereca Blackmon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, if you are with us for the first time today, if you are what we may call a guest, but you're really part of this family, y'all, would you please stand? Let us welcome you with our love, a little blessing pack. Yes. And as we love to do at East Bay, we like to say, we see you. We know who you are. You are a special kind of love. A creative expression of the one. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome home. Welcome to East Bay Church. Yes, and so you will receive a lei. Some of you have already sat down, so you can raise your hand or you can stand again, but you will receive a lei so that after service, we can really see you again and greet you. And if you're receiving hugs, we give hugs. If you Wakanda, if you fist bump, if you air high five, we're all good. All right? And so we're going to welcome our youth, our children from Youth and Family class. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Yes. All right. Go on through. And our teachers, our monitors. I'll take this microphone.
All right, do they have one? Here we go. Who's talking? Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Alexandria Phillips, and I'll be showing you two things that I made. One I made yesterday at the picnic, and today I made in the children's church. So yesterday at the picnic at the art children's table, I made this. It's a Make-A-Wish, and basically you just hold it or touch it, and then you just silently make a wish to yourself.
I'll hold that for you. You can show your other item. There you go.
And then today in children's church, I made this bookmark. And it says, I will achieve my goals.
Do you want to read what your goals are on the back? No. Do you want to read the goals on the back? No. Okay. All right. I'll just say there's some very nice goals on the back, so it's just not a theoretical goals. They're on the back. Okay, hand the mic over.
Hello, my name is Phoenix, and I'll be presenting a little piece that I worked on in the children's So it's like a little thing that it's a bookmark, and it says my wish. And it says, I wish that I will get A's at all my studies.
So we also want to just thank our youth and family teachers today. Can you?
Hi, I'm Mary Allen, youth coordinator. We have Fabiana Crenshaw, we have Becky, Hanif, and we have Harriet Johnson. We have Zia, she's shadowing today, and we have Constance, who's helping out as well. Thank you.
Give it up for our youth and family ministry and our beautiful children. We love you. Yes, clap it for yourself. Thank you. We love you. We support you and your goals.
Yes. We know what happens when we write down our goals. Yes? Yes, church? Yes. Manifestors. All right. Thank you, youth and family. Yay! Ooh, they are fabulous. Yes, and know it. All right. And it is time for our gracious giving. Dr. Robert Quintana Hopkins. And Michelle Blakely. Yoo-hoo!
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Robert Quintana Hopkins. I have the pleasure of co-leading the board with Michelle Blakely. One of the things that I love most about our spiritual practice here is that we're applied spirituality. So that means that we're not just learning principles and concepts, but the focus is really on how do we apply it in our individual lives. And so I could talk to you about budgets and gala fundraising goals, but I'm actually not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to tell you that this morning while getting ready, I had a hit. It came to me, it was like, you need to increase your giving $50 a week in support of the 50th anniversary. So that's mine to do. And I'm trusting that in that stretch for myself, that there's going to be some growth, there's going to be some expansion, there's going to be some learning, some ahas, that there's some spiritual practice in that for me, that stepping out and doing more than what feels comfortable to do. And so, of course, because I know that there's one of us, and Reverend Dereca talked about that this morning, that what's true for me is also true for you. So I'm just going to extend the invitation to think about what's your stretch, right? What can you do for that same expansion, for that same growth on your individual path? So as we prepare to give, just want to share that testimony with you and extend that invitation.
All right, and since Robert is sharing, for my stretch goal, I'm one of those folks that was a little late to the party, so I've signed up for the You Can Count on Me recurring giving. So I'm one of those persons now, and I've stretched a little bit there for my monthly tithing. So time and talent, we'll be doing all those things. You'll look forward to hearing you all at the gala and all the wonderful events next Saturday, but it is a practice, and I just get such energy in talking to all of you and being in community. So looking forward to what we're going to do together in the next 8 weeks.
I just want to say this. I just want to thank you two as co-chairs of the board. I saw Pat in the back earlier. This leadership role is so important to the consciousness of our church. And if you can hear what's happening, the intention, like we've shifted, all of our meetings start with Robert giving us something amazing, or the two of them giving us something about intention. We're actually going to do it, what we did at the board meeting yesterday, at the community meeting today. We're very excited about sharing that with you. But it's a modeling. What is it that is mine to do? Yours might not be $50 a month, it might be $50 period, right? It's what's mine to do is the model. It's all we've been talking about. What is yours, all that we need is within us right now. So I don't know what's yours to do, but I so appreciate the modeling of how to do it. Just the question, what's mine to do? And I also want to share something else they didn't say, that we are getting sponsors now for the 50th anniversary. Robert was like, I'm not going to talk about all the gay. We have sponsors from all over the country and the world coming in. And when we started talking about coming to the community to ask you for support, which we will be doing soon, Robert said, well, let's start with the board. So the board is one of the first sponsors for the gala at $1,000. So thank you so much to our board of trustees. So now it's our turn to just take a moment and go within and just see what feels real for you. Because it's not about East Bay. We're taken care of. Spirit is taking care of us. It's about you. And what's yours to give and where is to give it. Where's your stretch? Where are you holding tight to the flow of energy that is money? Because money's just energy. So what ideas need to be let go of? That's what you put in the basket, is your ideas that need to be let go of lack and limitation. Wherever you give, whatever you give, your time, your talent, your tithe, whatever it is, just go within right now and see what Spirit has for you to do. And whatever it is that you get, get it with joy. Not with fear, not with obligation. This is not about what you got to do. This is not that church where, you know, you got to give honor and glory to God by your tithe. This is just for you. So let's read together our offertory statement because it grounds us in our why we do what we do. Together, as I tithe. Oh. That's because I don't have a monitor, so let me come out here. I thought I knew it by heart. Hold on, where we go? All right, here we go. We got to give thanks. Let's start there. Here, together, as I give thanks for the good now flowing into my life, I gladly share that good with others. The more I give, the more I receive, and so it is.
Created us. We are a light unto the world. And these gifts amplify this light in our own lives and the lives of so many. Youth and family, the ways in which we give and be in community, all of it, God's vision is reflected in these gifts. And it is amplified, and it lights up the world, and we are grateful. And so it is. Yes. Whew. Thank you, Dr. Robert, for sharing that, and Michelle. It reminded me of a time when I had $100 in my account. But I also had a mortgage, a new mortgage. Because I had hitched my consciousness to the church. I was on the board at the time, and we were moving from Preservation Park to Telegraph and 41st in our own place. And I said, you know what? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Because a lot of people, not everybody, is saying, oh, you're single, you have one salary, how are you going to get that in Oakland? And there's all this overbidding happening. And sound familiar? The prices are going up and up. How are you going to do that? You want this, that, and the other thing? How are you going to get that? I said, I don't know. But I'm giving something to Habitat for Humanity. I'm blessing people who have homes and building their homes and receiving their homes, and I'm blessing this church because I know we're going to have our home. And I hitched my consciousness to what was happening here. And I paid that mortgage, and I keep paying it. All right. Woo. So thank you, church. Remember, we have food is being given away in the kitchen. Not given away, shared. So let's share it amongst ourselves and our communities. That's what we do. We will see you at 1:30 on Zoom. Go online and get the link. We'll see you at 1:30 for the community conversations. And in the fellowship hall, the backpacks are being distributed as well. And we will see you all throughout the weekend. And now let's turn and say, happy birthday, Byron. He's in the AV booth. All our love streamers, send him some birthday love. And we will see you. We love you. We thank God for you. And all is well, East Bay. All is well. So let's stand. Take a look at each other. Find somebody to lock eyes with. Whether they're standing in body or standing in consciousness. Yes? Give them a smile and a nod. And say, I see you. So as we go forth into the world, may love, joy, peace, and prosperity abide in us, as us, right now and forevermore. As we affirm, wherever I am, the goodness of God is, and so it is. Amen.
Are you forced to sign up with the AV?